Hi, so in today's quick tip video I want to talk to you about storage. Now, if you're a Stampin' Up customer or you've got a catalogue from me, you're probably aware that Stampin' Up produced their own storage system a few months ago. And it's brilliant because it's modular and you can just buy sections as you want. So there's a section where you can buy just for your stamp pads and your markers. There's another set of storage where you can buy just for your blends. There's an open storage case which is here and you can put anything in there. You could put ribbons in it, you can put the storage cases in it, which I'll go on to in a minute. And then there's like a tray section where you can put your inks. So that's the basic Stampin' storage. But in the catalogue, there are other little items that you may have overlooked that can be used to help you get your crafting supplies organised. So the first thing I want to show you, based on the cases that are here, in our catalogue on page 182, we sell blank storage cases. We sell them like this, the CD type cases like your stamps come in, and they're in packs of 4. Now, if you live in the UK, we had our first paper pumpkin in April, and I knew that if I left the stamp sets in the paper pumpkin box, I would probably never use it. So, utilising our storage CD cases, I've printed off a sleeve like you get in any of our other stamps, and this is a free resource that's available on my Apple Lover 53 website under the free stuff. And all as I have done is put my stamp set in from Paper Pumpkin, and I've stamped each one of the stamps onto the paper sleeve which I printed out on my computer as a blank sleeve, and just stamped each one. So instantly when I look at that from the side when it's on my shelf, I know it's the Hugs from Shelley and I can instantly see what's in it without having to open it. Now when you print these documents off, they're a PDF document and they have greyed out areas where you can type in on your computer what you're using it for, and that's how I've done those. So they're the CD cases. We also do another case which is called full width, and it's the same height and it's approximately not quite as thick as 2 put together. It's the style that used to house our woodblock stamps. So if you find that you have, for instance, I'm using one of these for embellishments. So again, I've marked it up for embellishments. And I've got rhinestones and gems inside. But this is getting quite full now. So I might go for the deeper case for my embellishments in this particular instance. So that's what they are. And then you get the deeper depth but a smaller size, which is these small ones. Again, could be used for embellishments, anything really. So if I just go back to the storage system, you'll see these are the wider, smaller cases, and they've just been covered with designer series paper. So everything kind of is there to help you organise and just store things better really. So you've got the Stampin' storage system, and then as I say, that then leads on to the cases. Now our blocks, a lot of our stamp sets are photopolymer, which means they don't come ready mounted onto a block. So you buy the acrylic blocks. Stampin' Up sell 9 different sizes of block which you can buy individually, but you may want to keep them all together. You may go to classes, you may go on retreats, and you don't want them all clanking around in your craft bag or craft tote. So there's a storage case that's all fully lined with sponge, with spaces in it for each one of your 9 acrylic blocks. It folds in half, it's got a handle on it, and it locks. So that's another brilliant storage solution. If you own the Stamper Artis, again, there's a carry tote. This is on page 184. It houses your Stamper Artis and any spare plates. It is big enough to hold the sponge insert and the grid paper. Again, this folds in half. It's fully zipped, so everything's contained and kept secure, and it has handles, so you could hang this on the back of a craft room door. Our punches, if you're new to Stampin' Up, you may not know that all our punches fold flat for storage. So, they're not open like a regular punch would be. There's a little slide bar on them, and you lock and unlock them to use them. All these things are just little things, but little things that help keep you organised and help you to store your crafting items better. And then the last couple of things I want to show you. On page 170, under the Memories and More, there are some clear plastic pockets that are available in different sizes. Now, there's a 12 by 12 pack, which I've got here. These come in a pack of 12, and they've got the tab on the side so that you can store them in the 3-ring binder. They're open at the top, but I'm using these to store my 12 by 12 designer series papers. Now, I've cut off the tab on the side using my paper trimmer. You can clearly see where the seam is fused together. So I've left about 1/8 of an inch or maybe slightly more, and just trimmed off. This isn't easy to show you with it being clear, but just trimmed off the tab section. I've put the card that comes in the back of all our designer series papers and cardstock and that kind of thing, that tells you what this pack is all about. So it's got the name and it's got all the colours that are within it. And I'm using these to store my designer series paper. Now, I have an IKEA Calyx unit, or I think it used to be called the Expedite, with the cube system, and I store these flat. I don't have any fancy paper racks or anything like that, but they keep my papers all together. I can see what's in them. I can see clearly on the back what the name of the paper was in case I forget, and what all the accompanying colours that are in the paper are. And, it just keeps the dust off them. So that's another item within the catalogue that I'm using in a different way than its intended use. And then finally, in our catalogue, we sell tins. So these are the copper tea tins. These would be great for keeping on a shelf with ribbons or other embellishments, that kind of thing. They're actually 3 3/4 by 3 5/8. And it says in the information that these will hold 3 by 3 cards and envelopes. So again, if you're not going to be making cards and envelopes and gifting them in the tin, use the tin for storage. So don't just look at the things in the catalogue for, the intended use. Have a look and see if you can utilise any of these items within your craft space. I am loving the idea of storing my 12 by 12 papers in here. You could put A4 card in here this way. You'd just have, some gaps at the top. but specifically for 12 by 12, these are brilliant. If you're a scrapbooker, then these, you know, are just brilliant. You'll make use of these. So that's the paper storage. Then, as I say, you've got the CD storage. These come in a pack of 4. These come in a pack of 4, and you will use these. You will use them for various things. Once you buy them, you will find more uses for them. The thicker ones, again, I think also come in a pack of 4, but are a slightly different price point, obviously because they're a thicker case. And the small half sets, which are thicker, again, are also in a set of 4. So they're worth looking at in the catalogue. Anyway, that was just this week's quick tip for you. I do also have a small desktop unit that I use for stamp cases and my stamping storage and that kind of thing, which I got from IKEA, and I will post a picture of it in the accompanying blog post to this video. So underneath this video on YouTube, there'll be a box that says show more. If you click in there, I will link you to all the products I've mentioned. But if you head over, if you follow the blog link and head over to my blog, I will also post a picture of my little desktop unit that I also use. Anyway, leave me some comments underneath the video letting me know if there's anything else in the catalogue that you utilise for storage, things that I may have missed. And I hope you like the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't already do so. Make sure you have that bell notification icon switched on, and then you'll not miss when I upload anything. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.